Hi, my name is Angel Lopez, and I'm here to talk to you about vaccines and are vaccines safe? So, the pandemic still continues to this day. This is why I recommend to get vaccinated and help end this pandemic. COVID 19 has surged across the globe during this last year, and now we finally have vaccine to help us get us back to normal. First, we're hopeful of curbing the virus in 2 weeks. Then, quickly, that hope evaporated and turned out our normal, ordinary life upside down on its head. Now we wear masks when we go out in public or even during our daily work routine. The normal routine was to check your pockets and bags for your keys, wallets, and phone. Now that new norm adds a mask to that checklist. And although it's not a mandate to get vaccinated, it should be as a standard as a checklist to ensure that we continue forward and flip this normal back right side up the way it should be. Of course, just as we are fearful of contracting COVID 19, it is only natural that we also fear the very thing that would help us fight this pandemic vaccination. I want to ease your minds on vaccinations and dispel the fears and rumors behind them. COVID vaccinations are highly available in the United States, and the total percent of the population is climbing safely. We're at a point now where we have the resources to slow and eventually stop the spread of COVID 19. Of course, people are fearful of the virus and also the vaccine to end it. Let's look at the situation at hand. First, let us look at the total population vaccinated since December 14th in the United States. 243 million doses have been administered since December 14th. That's about 103 million people have been vaccinated. This is 31% of the total population in the United States. We had a slow start in December, but up until March, we started doing about 3 million shots per day. Research of 3,950 healthcare professionals who completed weekly testing for 13 straight weeks showed these real world conditions with vaccines are really effective. For example, vaccine effectiveness after 14 days, that means 14 days after having both doses or the single dose of vaccination, um, shows that you are 90% effective against COVID 19. Vaccine effectiveness after 14 days, so after the first shot, but before the second dose, you would be at 80% effectiveness against COVID. So this shows a strong fight against COVID 19 virus in real world conditions to those who are more prone to contact COVID 19. Remember, these are healthcare professionals, first responders, nurses, people who are more prone to be able to catch and contract COVID 19. So 90% effectiveness versus no protection is a no-brainer. Some people will get sick with COVID-19 because with COVID-19 vaccinations because no vaccine is 100% effective. This is true not only for just COVID vaccines, but all vaccines in general. Being fully vaccinated protect those around you, your family, your loved ones, and you're less likely to contract COVID-19. You and themselves and them as well. People who are infected with COVID 19 may build up a natural immunity, and that may cause some people to say, well, I already went through COVID, I don't need to get vaccinated. But the CDC recommends that you get vaccinated to help build up that protection against the virus because you may or may not have that natural immunity. And if you do, any little bit of extra boost will help you fight that. Second, like any other vaccine, it is normal to have side effects. Let's make this very clear what these side effects are. These side effects that show these side effects show that your body is building up protection against the virus, and it is completely normal to have them. We know this because of clinical trials, because of the studies shown up until now. So on your arm where you receive the shot, it is normal to have redness, swelling, and pain. And then throughout the rest of your body, it is normal to have tiredness, a headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea. Again, just like training your body when you're getting ready to do athletic sport, your body becomes sore. It goes through a process, right? You're strengthening yourself. Same thing, you're training your immune system to be able to fight the COVID 19. And these side effects only last a few days, and you might not even get a single side effect. Third, and finally, let's talk about the rumors and myths that are not true. COVID 19 vaccines infect you with COVID 19 and make you sick. This is not true. None of the authorized vaccines and vaccines that are in production contain the live virus that causes COVID 19. A COVID 19 vaccine can just simply does not make you sick. So, Another one is, after being vaccinated, I will test positive for COVID-19. This is also false. None of the authorized vaccines cause you to test positive on tests. If your body builds up an immunity, which is good, you may show positive on antibody tests, but that means that you have protection. So, lastly, another rumor is that it's not safe to get a vaccine if you want to have a baby one day. This is also false. The CDC states that it is safe to get the vaccine if you are trying to get pregnant now or in the future. It is recommended by them that you seek to get a vaccine as soon as it becomes available. There is no evidence that vaccines cause any problems with pregnancy or development of the placenta. There's also no evidence that there are side effects of infertility. In conclusion, we are not federally mandated to get vaccinated, but it is clear that the vaccine does so much more good to our bodies. In turn, protects our families and our loved ones, and most importantly, it starts with protecting ourselves. With so much of the population being vaccinated and the percentage climbing daily, we can safely say that it is now the time to be vaccinated. After 2 weeks of being fully vaccinated, you are 90% less likely to contract COVID-19, and you can be more at ease that you are protected during this long pandemic. It is normal to have common side effects. Let us also be wary of the vaccine rumors. But after all, these are just rumors. There is no evidence to prove that they are true. It starts with you and I. Let us protect ourselves and our families and loved ones by getting vaccinated.